time.
Bro, the Saints played Drew Brees.
Oh, here we go.
Played a historically terrible performance. Marcellus, I would have been impressed with the Buccaneers if the Buccaneers would have beat the Saints had the Saints stayed in character. Marcellus Wiley, 3 interceptions by Drew Brees.
Yeah, I heard.
3?
I saw him, too.
He ain't thrown 3 picks all season.
Oh, he did yesterday. That was part of the season.
55% completion percentage
Drew down.
for the most accurate quarterback in NFL history. Drew Brees. Before the game, it's reported that this might be your last time in the Superdome. I'm thinking you're going to play this game in heroic fashion. Drew Brees, what was that? So I don't know what that was. And then the Saints defense. For so long, I've been standing ovation to the Saints defense. I'm not entirely mad at the Saints defense, but whenever there's a turnover, it's the job of the defense to try to put the fire out, mitigate the damages. Somebody got to mitigate the damages, please. And off every single turnover, the Buccaneers scored a touchdown. Turnover, touchdown, turnover, touchdown, turnover, touchdown, turnover, game over.
Yeah.
Self,
Don't
how could you not be disappointed in the Saints? I'm not going to be impressed by Tom Brady. He ain't do nothing. 2 touchdown passes. I'm not going to be impressed by Mike Evans. He ain't do nothing.
3 total touchdowns.
Mike Evans had a catch. Mike Evans didn't even have a catch. Maybe he had 1 catch. Gronk had 1 catch. Scotty Miller 1 catch. Antonio Brown 1 catch. It's not impressive. What's disappointing is Drew
You have a take?
Brees. Yeah, my take is I'm disappointed in the Saints.
Should I save you from yourself right now? I don't know where to start. You know, I've been winning so much I can't slow down for you losers like the Saints and you losers like Acho, who I've been telling since day one. Brother, you got to understand why Tom Brady is a Tampa Bay Buccaneer for moments like this. Before I even get into the X's and O's, as I like to say, I want to get into the I's and the U's. So let's talk about the people before we talk about the players and how they perform. You want to know why Drew Brees went out there and struggled. You want to say, what? What did he do? What happened? You've never done this all season long. You're Drew Brees. Oh, the pressure of Tom Brady being on the other side, as I predicted, would have an effect on this team. You went out there, and others, saying since they beat him the first 2 times, just show up, show them the jerseys, and it's just going to be a wrap. And I told you, Tom Brady was built for moments just like this. The reason Drew Brees struggled in part, and I don't know to what degree, is because of the pressure of the presence of Tom Brady on the other side. Now, that was the effect on the Saints. How about the impact it had on the Buccaneers as Tom Brady is now their general, now their leader? One word comes to mind: turnovers. You said Tom Brady didn't do anything? He had 3 total touchdowns. You said Tom Brady didn't do anything? You're right. He didn't commit any turnovers. You want to know what kept this same Tampa Bay Bucs team last year from getting over the hump? Turnovers. Jameis Winston and his 30 interceptions and his 5 lost fumbles was the reason this team was 7-9 last year. And they collectively said, all we need to do is address this quarterback position. Not necessarily get more prolific at the position, because Jameis Winston led the league in passing yards. What we need to do is have someone take care of the baby. Because once you take care of the baby, a few things happens. 1, the defense feels energized and confident. You know this. Why? Because we know we could trust our offense. 2, the other team is sitting there like, we can't make mistakes, because if we make mistakes, they're going to be opportunistic and take advantage of all of our mistakes. What you saw yesterday was the New England Patriot way, Tom Brady way. You don't even understand how it happened. There are immeasurables at play. There are intangibles at play. But it collectively adds up to a game that Acho's like, how did this occur? But if you look at the scoreboard, you know what happened. You realize that this team took advantage of the Saints' arrogance and miscues. All of that was a combination of gumbo that the Saints couldn't eat, but the Brady Bucks were over there feasting on.
So now the Saints got personality flaws. That's what I heard.
Well,
now the Saints got arrogance and personality.
Oh, I told you they were going to be arrogant.
So
I told you they were going to be cocky.
The Saints' loss has way more to do with Drew Brees than it does Tom Brady.
No, I don't think that. I don't think that.
But let's just look at the numbers. Let's look at Drew Brees versus the Bucs in the regular season and Drew Brees versus the Bucs just yesterday. Because in the regular season, Drew Brees, 71% completion percentage. He was Gucci. Gucci was good. Gucci. And 56%. Drew Brees in the regular season, 6 touchdowns, no interceptions against those same Buccaneers. Drew Brees yesterday, 1 touchdown, 3 picks. Drew Brees passer rating, 119 in the regular season. Yesterday, 38. Worst game since 2006? 3 picks? Second lowest in the Saints uniform since 2012? Marcellus, these were astronomically bad performances. You couldn't have predicted that. I'm happy
What you mean? Hold on.
I'm happy for you.
Hold on. Which one is right? I've been predicting this all season long, even when they lost the first 2 matchups. Now you say I couldn't predict it?
Because, Marcellus,
don't do that.
Even a blind squirrel finds a nut every
God. Now we're going to go to joke books.
And you, sir, could not have anticipated. You could have anticipated Tom Brady's performance.
You going to tell me what I was thinking when I actually said this?
But what did you say? You said that Tom Brady was going to ball. You didn't say Drew Brees was going to be pathetic.
Hold on.
Pathetic.
I don't want to do this to you, Acho. I like your clothes. I don't want to undress you in front of the world. But, however, this question is impressed with Bucks or disappointed in Saints? I notice you're trying to narrow this to one player versus one player because you don't have a conversation.
That's what it was.
No, it wasn't. Okay, if it was, let me beat you at your own game and then beat you at the game that we're supposed to be playing. Your own game is, Drew Brees changed. So did Tom Brady. Tom Brady in the first 2 outings, 3 total touchdowns, and 5 total turnovers. What about yesterday? 3 total touchdowns and 0 turnovers. Wherever you want to go, there you are, Acho. I will find you and destroy you in this conversation. Take your L's and pass the mic.
Here's why I can't do that.
Okay,
Here's why I cannot do that.
Right.
I can't do that because even if Tom Brady plays as well as he played yesterday, let's make no mistake about the fact that 21 points came off of Drew Brees' turnovers. 21 points. A 3-yard touchdown drive off a turnover, a 20-yard touchdown drive, and a 40-yard touchdown drive. That did not come because Tom Brady's Buccaneers were marching down the field off of kickoffs. Tom Brady's Buccaneers were marching down the field off of punts. No, Tom Brady's Bucs were given a short field, 3-yard touchdown drive, short field, 20-yard touchdown drive, short field, 40-yard touchdown drive. I apologize, Marcellus, if I didn't think that Drew Brees was going to play his worst game since 2012. I mean, I could have come out here and just taken a wild guess, a simple gander. Oh, yeah, Drew Brees will have a historically bad performance in his last performance in the Superdome, allegedly. Can't nobody guess that. The Bucs played well. The Saints were severely disappointed.
Dog, you are a gifted wordsmith. I've never seen you stumble and bumble and stutter your way through takes like this ever. You want to know something about this team? Tom Brady, after week 9 in the loss. Tom Brady, after their bye week. I told you what happened. Do we have to rewind the film? They had a meeting. In that meeting, they said, we have to play complementary football. It can't be anymore just be prolific on offense. Risk it for the biscuit. It's not going to work. Tom Brady, take care of the baby. It will work. It will look boring. It won't seem like that you can pick and say where the wins are coming from, but you're going to look up at the scoreboard and you'll see a W. Let's talk about the Saints defense, the great Saints defense. You and Greg Jennings beat my head on how great the Saints defense was. I kept telling you, the Bucs defense in major statistical categories was just as good. Sacks, takeaways, and also the fact that if you look at them yesterday, that great Saints defense, how did they look? Not as well as the Bucs defense. You know why? You know why?
Please.
You know why?
Why?
Because you didn't respect the improvement, the maturation process. Listen to this. Tell me when I'm wrong. Yesterday, we saw the Bucs convert 47% on 3rd down. In the other 2 games, 27%. A little better on that defense. How about the Bucs defense gave up 36 points per game in the 2 outings? Yesterday, only 20 points. You got to respect that. You got to respect that everything changes. You're either getting better or you're getting worse. I told you the Saints were getting worse while the Bucs were getting better. And it was going to be a meeting of heads. They were going to meet at that crossroads and that the Bucs would prevail. Nothing's wrong.
The only thing you should have said in this block, because the only thing that would make sense to be impressed with the Buccaneers is the Buccaneers defense. That's the only thing. I don't want to hear about Tom Brady. I don't want to hear about
somebody not having turnovers versus the other quarterback had 3.
That's not the impressive aspect.
How? You just said that's how they took advantage of him.
Because, Sal, the difference in this game was exclusively the defense. But I can't even be mad at the Saints defense. Why can't I be mad at the Saints defense? Saints defense actually did better on 3rd down than the Bucs defense did. Saints defense actually...
There are other downs other than 3rd, but go ahead.
Saints defense actually had allowed less yards per play than the Bucs. Less rushing yards per attempt than the Saints defense outplayed the Bucs. But what the problem was Drew Brees. Outside of those turnovers, the Saints defense severely outplayed the Bucs. So it's not a matter of, well, you know what? The Buccaneers defense really stood tall and outperformed the Saints defense. No, the Buccaneers defense outperformed Drew Brees. That's where it starts. That's where it stops.
Okay, so I just love how we're going to just say, whoa, it was Drew Brees' fault, Drew Brees' fault. But then it's the same Drew Brees that gets him to this position every single year, but now it's all on Drew Brees. When I also told you Drew Brees in the playoffs, especially of late, has been a little bit of a struggle versus his career numbers. You wanted to balk at that. Everything I try to predict, and it was educated guesses. Disappointed in the Aints. I had to say it.
I was severely disappointed in these Saints.
The long day starts now. Let's go.
Time.
Time.
Bro, the Saints played Drew Brees.
Oh, here we go.
Played a historically terrible performance. Marcellus, I would have been impressed with the Buccaneers if the Buccaneers would have beat the Saints had the Saints stayed in character. Marcellus Wiley, 3 interceptions by Drew Brees.
Yeah, I heard.
3?
I saw him, too.
He ain't thrown 3 picks all season.
Oh, he did yesterday. That was part of the season.
55% completion percentage
Drew down.
for the most accurate quarterback in NFL history. Drew Brees, before the game.